What do you do when the person you love most asks for space, but the world refuses to let you let go? That was the question haunting me as I sat in our quiet apartment, the echo of Lily's words still ringing in my ears. "I need a break. No contact," she'd said, her voice trembling but resolute, her hazel eyes avoiding mine. It wasn't a fight. Not exactly, just a slow unraveling of something we'd both felt fraying for months. I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I just nodded, packed a small bag, and left for my brother's place across town. 3 days later, her mother's social media post turned my world upside down. Lily and I had been married for 5 years, together for 8. We'd met in college, two dreamers with big plans. She wanted to be a journalist. I was chasing a career in graphic design. Life, though, had a way of grinding down dreams. Her job at the local paper turned into endless deadlines and budget cuts. My freelance gigs barely covered the rent. We loved each other fiercely, but love doesn't pay bills or fix the silences that grew longer each night. The last year had been the hardest. She'd started staying late at work, not out of ambition, but avoidance. I'd stopped asking about her day because the answers were always the same. Fine, just tired. When she asked for a break, I wasn't shocked. I was numb. I gave her what she wanted. No calls, no texts, no showing up at her favorite coffee shop to accidentally bump into her. I thought space would help her breathe, help us both find clarity. My brother, Tom, let me crash on his couch, though he wasn't thrilled about it. "You just gonna let her walk away?" he'd ask, tossing me a beer. I didn't have an answer. I kept my phone face down, resisting the urge to check her socials, her last scene, anything that might pull me back in her orbit. I told myself this was temporary. She'd come back. She always did. Then, on the 3rd day, I got a notification. It was a tag from her mom, Karen, on a post I wasn't supposed to see. Karen wasn't exactly tech-savvy, probably didn't realize I could still see her public posts. The photo showed Lily at a family barbecue, laughing, her arm around someone I didn't recognize. A guy, tall, broad-shouldered, with a grin that screamed confidence. The caption read, "So happy to see my girl smiling again with good company. Family day." My stomach dropped. I clicked through the photos. Lily tossing a frisbee, Lily sharing a plate of ribs with this stranger, Lily looking happier than she'd been with me in months. Who was he? And why hadn't she told me about him? I should have stayed off my phone. I should have called her, broken the no-contact rule, demanded answers. Instead, I spiraled. Was this why she needed a break? Was she already moving on? The questions clawed at me, but I couldn't confront her not yet. I needed to know more. I messaged Karen, keeping it casual. "Looks like a fun day. Who's the new guy?" She replied within minutes, oblivious to the storm she was stirring. "Oh, that's Jake, Lily's old friend from high school. He's back in town for a bit. Such a sweetheart. An old friend. Sure, but the way Lily leaned into him in those photos didn't feel like friendship." That night, I couldn't sleep. Tom noticed me pacing and finally sat me down. "You're torturing yourself, man," he said. "Talk to her, or let it go." But I couldn't let it go. The next morning, I drove to the park where Lily and I used to walk, hoping the familiar paths would clear my head. That's when I saw her. Not Lily, but her sister, Emma, sitting on a bench, scrolling through her phone. Emma, and I had always been close. She was the one who'd introduced me to Lily. I hadn't planned on talking to anyone, but seeing her felt like a sign. "Emma," I called, jogging over. She looked up, startled, then gave me a sad smile. "Hey, stranger. You okay?" I didn't waste time. I showed her the post, the photos, my voice shaking as I asked, "Who's Jake? Is she with him?" Emma's face changed, not to guilt or pity, but something else, anger. "You don't know?" she said, her voice sharp. "Lily didn't tell you." My heart sank. "Tell me what?" Emma hesitated, then sighed. "Jake isn't some new guy. He's her therapist. Well, it was her therapist. He's not practicing anymore, but they stayed friends. She's been seeing him for months, not like that, but to talk. She's been struggling, Matt. Really struggling. Depression, anxiety, the works. She didn't want you to know because she thought you'd blame yourself. The words hit like a freight train. Depression? Anxiety? Lily had always been the strong one, the one who held us together when I faltered. How'd I miss this? Emma kept talking, her voice softening. She asked for a break because she's trying to figure herself out. She loves you, but she's drowning. That postmom's an idiot for tagging her. Lily didn't even know she was in those pictures. I sat down, the world tilting. All this time, I'd been imagining betrayal, when Lily was fighting a battle I didn't even see. Why didn't she tell me? I whispered. Emma shrugged, her eyes wet. She didn't want to burden you. You've been stressed too. She thought space would protect you both. I drove home in a daze, replaying every moment of the past year. The late nights, the silences, the way she'd pull away when I tried to hold her. It wasn't about me. It was about her, fighting demons she didn't want me to face. But I was her husband. I was supposed to face them with her. I broke the no-contact rule that night. I called her, my hands shaking as the phone rang. When she answered, her voice was small, cautious. Matt, I saw the post. I said, trying to keep my voice steady. I know about Jake. Emma told me everything. Silence stretched between us, heavy and raw. Then she started crying. I'm sorry, she whispered. I didn't know how to tell you. I'm so lost, Matt. I didn't want to drag you down with me. You're not dragging me anywhere, I said, my own eyes burning. I'm your husband. Your mess is my mess. Why didn't you trust me? She sobbed harder, and I could hear the weight of months, maybe years, pouring out. I wanted to be enough for you, she said, but I'm not enough for myself right now. We talked for hours, longer than we had in months. She told me about the therapy, the panic attacks, the days she could barely get out of bed. I told her about my fear, my anger, my love that hadn't wavered, even when I thought she'd left me behind. We didn't fix everything that night, but we started. The next day, I moved back home. Lily was waiting for me, her eyes red but hopeful. We made a plant therapy for both of us, together and apart. We promised to talk, even when it hurt, even when it was messy. Her mother's post, the one that nearly broke me, became the thing that saved us. It forced us to see each other, not as the perfect versions we'd fallen in love with, but as the broken, beautiful people we were. Life doesn't hand you neat resolutions. Lily's still fighting her battles, and I'm still learning how to be there without trying to fix her. But we're fighting together now, not apart. And that's enough. Sometimes, the truth you're afraid to face is the one that sets you free.